1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there should be sound now. I'm very sorry about this. Sorry, there was no sound on YouTube for the first part of our talk. That's disappointing, but that's what happens when you try to change all the settings 5 minutes before the live stream starts. Anyway, is there sound now? Please tell me. I'm very interested in that. If you have sound on YouTube, there should be sound there at the moment. Yeah, now it works. So let me repeat in this case. I have a couple of questions. Firstly, how will you call this sort of press? I never had a small press like this one, and now I have two, as you can see. And one of them is marked Russell Bookcraft's Teaching. So is it a finishing press, or is it called some other way? And how will you call the stance that it has, or if it's a press on stance, it has some different name. Please, if you have any idea, please tell me. And also, I had another question. Oh, I had a question about the dried bookbinding tools. If anyone knows when they produce their amazing presses and sewing frames and other things like book plows, then please tell me if you know. I see that DAS Bookbinding commented on YouTube. That's it. So I guess it's a finishing press. But how will you call the small laying press? So he'd say that it's small laying press. Well, that also works. But how will you call the stand, or if this press is on the stand? Is it still just a laying press or small laying press? That's an interesting question. I don't have an answer for this question, mostly because I never used these terms in English when I've been using presses like this before. So let's put them aside for once, and let's see what else we have in the same box. This is fun. I haven't noticed it in the beginning, so it's a Sharfix. Again, from the iBookBinding. Thanks a lot for all the insights. Dried from Great War until the 1970s. So yeah, so they should be at least 60 years old now. Thanks a lot. Good to know. So Sharfix, the German pairing tool, and this is not from the set. This is from a different tool. And this is the original instruction set, and I don't see any markings from Schmidt, so I guess this is the original one that was produced before Schmidt bought the production of these tools. This is fun. Do any one of you use Sharfix machines for pairing your leather? I think I used them only when I was studying at American bindings, and they were given to us because, well, the machine is pretty expensive when you buy a new one, and I never was able to do that. Of course, there are Chinese copies, but I'd never recommend to buy a Chinese copy if you can buy an original tool from a good bookbinding tool company. So, and that's definitely Schmidt is definitely a company that produces some really nice tools. But anyway, nice one, nice addition to all the items I got. Then Dave Turnbull on YouTube. Dryad made some good quality tools. It's one of the things on my wish list. Yeah, they definitely have some really nice tools. I'll show you another one. Let me see where it is. Should somewhere here. So yeah, this is not from a recent. Well, I didn't buy this one. it was given to me at the London College of Communication. I think it's called like that. So their bookbinding workshop was giving away some bookbinding tools because they're shrinking, and the program is not as popular as before. So they've been giving away some tools and some materials. I got a huge sewing frame, something like meter long, and this small book plow. I never had anything like that. I used large book plows, the traditional ones that you push along the specially modified laying press, and I also made myself a book plow from a chisel, just sharpening it in a very specific way and rounding in the corners. And I use this for um, trimming my books for quite a long time. I also use the Loet, this Dutch company's vertical plow, which is absolutely amazing. But once again, as many of these tools, it's insanely expensive. So yeah, I didn't have it before. Recently, when I bought it for really cheap, and it's probably a good story for another time. On Instagram, Cacadora de Ex Libris, bom dia, aqui do Brasil. So yeah, another viewer from Brazil. Nice to have you here. There are lots of interesting bookish things happening in Brazil. We definitely need somebody from Brazil to join our live stream once to talk about what's happening there, because there are really nice bookbinders in Brazil. And yeah, so again, if you'd like to tell me from where you joined the live stream, please tell me. It's always interesting to see which countries join the live stream. So, more comments on YouTube. Uh, did they hook you up when you visited? I did a video on one of those. It works well. When I visited the London College of Communication, we had a nice discussion, but yeah, that's it. So DS Bookbinding had a video on this book plow, I guess. Please check the YouTube channel so to see it in action. Or you did a video on, oh yeah, okay, it's there's a bit of lag. Schmetz. Yeah, we had a live stream, not a live stream. We had a podcast with the guys from Schmetz, and they definitely showed me some of their machinery and interesting things and tools, and yeah, I like them. So the video from Darren on that was really interesting. I'm still not sure about what exactly is that. Either book plow or the Surefix, but maybe they will clarify a bit later. Verfu Nakar joined us on YouTube. Lots of people are watching on Instagram. Nice to have you here. Should we continue with other tools? I have a lot more to show you today. So, another drive objects. The bookbinding, and this time it's a sewing frame. And like it was with this book press I showed you a couple of minutes ago, it's an almost pristine condition, almost new. You can maybe see, no, you wouldn't see, there is not enough a resolution there, but there are a couple of scratches there. Still, it doesn't affect the functionality of the sewing frame. They are absolutely amazing. It's just such a pleasure to work with tools like that. Probably closer. or move the camera a little bit away. What do you think would be better? Yeah. Let me move the camera just a little bit further away so that you can see a bit better what's happening over here. Yep. Now you can see. I hope the battery will last on my phone. So, yeah, I think the one that I told you is I just recently sold the Sony frame and tried. I think it was a bit better. The sticker was a bit different, and it was definitely much more used than this one. Still, really nice piece of equipment. Yeah, this one goes down, so we can have a chance to talk about some other tools. Yeah, I think it was a video about the book plow on DAS Bookbinding on Darren's channel. So look it up and watch it on YouTube. What's next? More cardboard. Paper, more cardboard. Steel sheets. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Finally, more steel sheets in here. What else? Okay, this is also interesting. More paper. Oh, wow. I almost lost some stuff. Now I need to go down to find them. That's fun. I'm having much more fun than I expected. So I've been making keys for sewing books, for 3D printing keys for sewing books for quite a long time already. And I never had a proper traditional, not copper, I always forget the word, brass keys. So now I have two of them. Interestingly, there were only two of them. Was it a sample? Yeah, I guess it was a sample. Important small items from try it. Super also try it. This is so much fun. I will look more at the sewing keys a bit later, but I'm definitely keeping this envelope. I'm not selling it to anyone. What else? Dave Turnbull, like Christmas in September, exactly. But also we have a well it's true Christmas in September because my wife and I we have our anniversary today, 13 years since we got married, and I have a birthday just in 3 days. So yeah, maybe we should count it as a birthday present. I don't know what that should. It's a small bundle with the star, and it's closed. Should I open it? What do you think? DS Bookbinding, cool needles. Yeah, I should I open one of the bundles? Let's see how the needles look like. And what's about the bundle with the star? What do you think is that? Yeah, needles unfortunately are a bit trusty, but I'll see what I can do about it. I don't think that I really need to polish them or something like that, but maybe a fun projects to, you know. Oh, and these one are larger. Needles, and the other set was small needles. Size 17. Any questions, comments, ideas? There is a lot of discussion happening on YouTube and almost nothing on Instagram. That's interesting. I don't really know how usually things are happening on Instagram during live streams, but well, it's an interesting experience as well. I wanted to stream on TikTok, but you need to have 1,000 subscribers on TikTok to be able to live stream, and we only have almost 500. So please go on TikTok, find iBookBinding, and subscribe so that we can stream on live on TikTok as well. I'm opening this small bundle. Let's see what's inside. Even if it even connected to Bookbinding. Oh, it's literally. I think it's a piece of soap. So interesting. Anyway, I didn't expect to have any catalogs in the package. That wasn't really expected, but yeah, great. Let's see. Let me check that everything fits in the window. So what do we have here? Preparing books. So it's instruction book. That's a nice one. Definitely goes to my books about books collection, and this is golds and color tooling. Also, sort of tutorial, not really detailed. Some patterns, some examples. Some information about, about, I guess, Dryad's tools. And I'm keeping this. White cardboard, also from Dryad's. Regional package. Oh. Okay. What's next? We have dealt with big box. We have dealt with some other tools. There is this large box. Yeah, I should probably show you the large one. It's heavy. Oh. Ah. Isn't it a beautiful press? Sometimes you can find them for a really good price. Wasn't the best price. I bought this one. It's stamped with 1816. I don't think you will see that because it's black on black. But 1816, is it the year? Is it some sort of patent number? I have no idea. I don't see any marks on it. Unfortunately, maybe on the bottom. Let me check. Oh, it's good. Nope, nothing here. So yeah, it's a copying press. Some people call them book presses, but yeah, anyway, it can be used for bookbinding as well, and it's pretty wide, so I like it. I have a couple of iron cast presses, and both of them had narrower opening, so they're not as useful as this one, but at the same time not as heavy as this one. And I like that the I think it should be brass, the top parts. I like that the brass elements were never painted like in many cases you can see on these antique presses. I have another one with similar handles, and they are painted over. I want to. Okay, you cannot see it on YouTube. Yeah, so the handles aren't painted, luckily, and I want to make a sort of press restoration project with another press that I have, and to uncover these brass elements that there are somewhere under the paints. We'll see. It should be another video. I don't think I'll do it live because it will be very noisy, especially when you have to, clean the rust from some of the surfaces. But I'm not sure that this press demands much more attention than cleaning the plates from the rust from rust. It's pretty smooth. Maybe it needs some oiling and cleaning, but other than that, really nice one. Let me make it higher for the viewers on YouTube because it's harder to see it there. Okay. So this is another fun part. There are plenty of comments again on YouTube. Let me check what's happening there. Kane Godrich, I have a wooden press. Do you have a wooden press? I mean the large press or something like laying press, like I showed before, or here. Can you see it? Yeah, the one in the background. Which type of laying press do you have? It's always interesting to know which tools other people have. Oh, it's heavy. Is it 25 kilograms, 30? 60 pounds? That's a lot. To add to my weighting because of the heat, I decided to carry some heavy stuff. So what else? This one went in the same set with the hand tool stove. Oh, and by the way, let's return to the hand tool stove for a moment because we didn't have sound on YouTube before, and My questions didn't go through. How do you call this stove? If you have an answer, please help me. I've seen them being called English stoves, but maybe I'm not right. And I really like the size. It's the stove I used before was like the whole size of it was like the central part of this stove. It was so much smaller. Anyway, I need to test if it's working. If it's not, I need to repair it. Finishing stove. Yeah, that works. But what will be the English stove? Why? I think on Talos I saw the name English stove. What differentiates the English stove from any other stove? Anyway, yeah, finishing stove. It's it's a reasonable name because it's used for gold tooling. Kane Godrich, a normal press only made of wooden and large. Oh, I see. Yeah, I have a couple of presses like that, like a large press made of wood. Again, I'll probably show some of my presses during one of the next live streams. So yeah, and this is an interesting thing to find with a lot of vintage and antique tools because it's a pretty modern Chinese um, foiling foiling press, foiling machine, and yeah, again, I don't know if it works. If it works, I don't think I need it, so I'll probably sell it. Um, yeah, and the instruction, the manual, the instruction book was exactly from this machine. So um, this is a different set of items. I will probably be ending my live stream not soon, but I have not many items left to show besides, the hand tools that are still in the box. So I'll switch to these hand tools pretty soon, and they will be the last element of our today's show. By the way, a bit of a plug. As I said earlier, some of these tools will be sold through iBookBinding's web shop, and our supporters on Patreon and our how you call it premium subscribers on Instagram. This is a new thing. I didn't even know it existed, but there is a premium subscription on Instagram now. So our paid subscribers will have additional discounts to buy these tools if anyone interested. And in any case, any support really helps us to continue working on our podcast and live streams. So please support us. Gay Medbury um, on YouTube. I love seeing all your vintage tools. Yeah, I think I love you know touching them and working with them and exploring them. So I've got several sets of uh, hand tools alphabets quite recently, and I have already had some fun. Let me check again if everything shows finally. Yeah, I have already had some fun uh, cataloging them and checking if anything is lost. Some of them are lost, and I plan to order some uh, replacements for these sets. So yeah, some of them need to be repaired. So that's another project for me, and that's about that I will probably also make a video because well, I think it's a fun project repairing hand tools. Maybe I should do it as a live stream, but again, if you're working with wood and you're cutting, it will be noisy. So maybe not a live stream. We'll see. And Dave Turnbull, I recently bought a lot of finishing tools from a retired bookbinder local to me. Yeah, that happens. If you can if it happens to you, it's such a miracle, such a luck to find a good good set of any sorts of bookbinding tools, vintage, antique tools. It's just so much fun to see and use tools because you can feel that they have a story. Kane Godrich, I'll show you on Instagram if you don't mind. Yeah, sure. Please send me a photo. I'd much appreciate it. Thanks a lot. This set I really like. So it only has digits and not all of them, but I like the style of the set. Let's see it here. So I need 0 and 1 to make this set full. This is definitely in plans or later this autumn. Another set, small one, 11 points. Another box with alphabet with an alphabet I didn't even open yet. I forgot it on my shelf on a shelf in my workshop and sort of lost it. Nice. 22 points. What's that? Oh, yeah. Where should I? That. So I don't know if it's complete. I'll have to check it. Not now. It takes some time to check those letters. You can make it a fun process. Final box before the handles, before the bullet handles. So with one of these two lots, main lots, also I got a couple of books. Douglas Cockerell binding, Manly Bannister, also a very known name. And yeah, I'm sure this book is also quite known. So 3 manuals, nothing really special, but this is 5th edition. But good books anyway. I think I have all of them already. So maybe I will just give them away to somebody. Maybe we should do a giveaway on iBookBinding. What do you think about it? Well, Gay Medbury, love the size. DS Bookbinding. Is there a maker's mark or name on the large numbers? No, unfortunately, there is nothing, no marks on the boxes, nothing there. I think these two are the parts of the same box. Let me see if people on Instagram see. Yeah, these two definitely look similar. They should fit into each other. Yeah, so it was the same box for one set, but it was used for 2 sets by some previous owner. But there are virtually no marks, nothing inside, no marks on the handles, nothing like that. This one, which is also quite beautiful. It has some marks on the box, but I'm not sure if the box is relevant to the set of tools. So I guess it's JH or FH. I need to review the sticker to be sure. And then X down below. I don't know if I know that XXX is a symbol for symbol from the coat of arms of Amsterdam. Maybe it's Dutch too. Maybe they were produced in the Netherlands and Amsterdam. I don't know. Because, well, yeah, it's hard to say. I don't even know if this box is originally from the alphabets. So unfortunately, no way to tell, and I don't have any information from the previous owner. So only thing we have to do is to guess, to imagine the story behind it. So Darren also writes, on the shaft of the tool, they can be everything. Yeah, I checked, but I didn't see anything. I can check right now. There are not so many of them. Let me see. 4, 9, 7, nothing. 2. Yeah, by the way, it was already repaired sometime. So the handle was turned the other way because it was broken. And now it's also broken because you can see it cracked some time ago. Maybe I'll have to replace the handle altogether. Some of the handles are already replaced before, because this one is not as thick as some other handles. So I guess it's useless too. Yeah. Sorry, I need to open the door for a postman. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Huh. I got a new 3D printer. Sorry about that. I hope everyone is still watching and listening. I just, yeah, more, there are not more tools coming. Yeah, sort of. It's a 3D printer that prints with ceramic and paper pulp. Oh, I am just so waiting to try it and to test it. I'm not sure about what to do with ceramic stuff, but I think I'll find what to do with ceramics. Sorry again. This is fun. So I'm not sure what to do with ceramic part of printing, but I definitely have some ideas for um, printing paper pulp, both functional for protection of tools and stuff, and maybe less functional, like some, I don't know, vases or something. So I'm checking the rest of the tools if there are any marks there. Unfortunately, I can't see anything. So the last two tools remaining. No, nothing on the metal, nothing on the handles. Well, maybe someone will recognize the type, but I don't think we'll find out who is the maker of these tools. Anyway, it's time to continue. with some other stuff. And this is, by the way, some new magnets I got to make some more magnetic squares that we just recently added to the shop. Um, so Darren, another question. Ceramic make molds to cast brass furniture. Maybe. I thought about starting to work with metal casting and to do some metal cast tools, like for example the corner cutting jigs. I really wanted to. I ordered metal corner cutting jigs from another company before, but I really wanted to try doing that on my own. Definitely, there will be some learning curve before I can do anything properly, but I have lots of plans, and I hope I'll be able to show you at least some of this path. And then there is a horde of bookmarks. Can you see it? You can probably see it. Yeah, it's just a box 30% full with different bookmarks, old, new. Some of them look really 100 years old or something like that. Some of them are really new. I don't know if I would even have to sort through them. I don't know what to do with them. But this is interesting. And some photographs as well. Some kids. Yeah, I don't know if they're from the same family. So that's what you find with bookbinding tools. And the last box with tool. Let's see. Do we have any more comments? That's a lot of bookmarks in the collection. Yeah, I got a collection of postcards once like that. I bought several boxes of postcards dedicated to manuscript illumination, and again, I keep them somewhere on my bookshelf. I don't really know what to do with them because I'm not collecting postcards. Maybe I should give them away to somebody. I should sell them. I decided that they are not, they're staying on the shelf and not demanding any attention really, so they stay where they are for now. Dave Turnbull, a good source for identifying brass fonts is PS Engraving. They have a pretty extensive catalog. Yeah, maybe that's one of the options on what to do. So lots of rollers. Um, I'd say that they are even okay because yeah, this one is not really this some so some of them will need some work. Look at this. But some of them are pretty yellow. What else do we have here? Straightened a bit before. I think it was, well, the word isn't sharpened, but yeah, the sides were ground a bit, I guess, to make it straight. And it seems that it's shifted in one place. So sometimes there is a gap to mark the beginning of the pattern. but this definitely look like those chips. I'll have to wash my hands after I finish going through all these tools. Nice. Now, again, any more light? Please give me a moment. I'll put some light. So I have another question about the some of the hand tools. I got a recommendation on what to do with broken wooden handles in case they have in case the metal part is pointy. But I have already picked in this box, and I saw that this typesetter is also broken, and so it would be interesting to know how to better repair it. If anyone has any recommendations, please tell me how to put the lights better. Anyway, can I see a burnisher? Yeah. So let me see. Yeah. No marks. Nope. No marks at all. Well, it needs some polishing, but absolutely functional. The surface is nice. Uh, so Darren is absolutely amazing today with all the comments and insights. The polishing iron is a price there. Yeah, yeah, I absolutely agree. Old rolls usually make me sad because they are nearly always so badly dinged. Yeah, that's absolutely true. And even ones like where the pattern is sort of okay, the sides are dented, so it makes it pretty unusable, I guess. Well, still, it's a beautiful thing, but I don't think it has actually brooching. What else? This one is rather straight, by the way. Yeah. And okay, burnishers. Fix. Can you see it? Will it focus so closely? So almost 200 years old, this agate burnisher. And it's in much better compared to the agate burnisher I had before. One more. It has no marks. It has been repaired, definitely with some resin or something like that. The handle, bit of chipping, but on the inside, so shouldn't really matter. And that's the handle. Next, another burnisher. Probably needs some polishing. It has definitely been stored not in the best conditions. Yeah. Heavily chips. Okay. This one is so rusted, including on the inside, between the in the groove. I'm not sure if. Yeah, I think it can go. At least I can try. Next one. Yeah, I have to say that this one is rather straight, but then I saw this part, and yeah, there's a dent there. Sadly, this one is brass, and unfortunately shattered in one place. Somebody dropped something on it. Well, can be used for shorter lines, but that's not the use of the rollers. This one is rather good. Well, it's very good compared to all the other that we have in this box. DAS bookbinding. I make leather covers for my agate burnishers because a scratch is a pain to read off. Yeah, I can imagine. I guess this one is called leather critter, right, Darren? It's I think it can easily be found among the tools of leather makers as well, not only bookbinders. Yeah, again, it's sometimes hard for me to find the right terms for the in English. Sometimes it's hard for me to find the right terms in Russian language as well. So it depends. Other furniture. Uh, so yeah, several more left. Oh wow, this one is a nice one. Small. On the brass side of the handle. There's a really I just love it. Probably I need to make some um, leather covers for the burnishers as Darren recommended as well. That's really nice. Thank you, Darren. Okay, so but it's rusted. It's really rusted, but the wheels in good condition and rather good condition again compared to the other wheels we have in this box. What's here? This one is almost usable. Well, I need to double check it, but it seems to be not without. Well, it seems to be without any dents or something. Yeah, a little bit. And maybe that can be fixed. Uh, Printing with types. These tools are required to be heated before use, right, on leather. Yeah, they have to be heated. Well, with the exception of agate burnishers. The metal tools, brass and steel tools, they have to be heated. Well, to a very specific temperature. They do not have to be too hot, but they have to be somewhat hot. And I'm not the person who should comment on that because the last time I've done any gold tooling was 7 years ago or something, so I don't remember anything. And if I want to try doing any gold tooling in the future, I definitely will have to learn again what to do, what are the temperature, what are the recommendations, what. But yeah, there are nice tutorials. Even there are online materials on how to do gold tooling, so yeah, we can find information about it. Um, just a moment. The creasers are fine to use for lines. I used one in my Cambridge panel video. Again, everyone, I highly recommend Darren's channel on YouTube, DAS Bookbinding. Please find the channel, and there are lots of great videos there, including, as you can see, a video about where one of the creators is used. Did the heavy three-line roll have ball bearing shaft? Heavy three-line. I mean, this one. I don't think so. I don't think so. I no. I didn't see any ball bearing. Well, maybe I need to disassemble it first to see, but it doesn't look like any of them have ball bearing shafts. No, I don't think so. Another one. Uh, Again, let me be sure. Yeah, that everything fits within the mark here. I'm not sure if so. I see CAS on. Somebody's probably missing something. Probably missing CS on, and on this side it's London. CS on and London. Again, almost straight. Yeah, it's ruined, unfortunately. You can see like the lines are bent. I don't know. Um, no marks on this one. No beauty. I'll just start putting them back in the box. The last two remaining. Yeah, thin line and thick line, two lines. Also, unfortunately, bent in some places. Maybe I can turn to thin lines. Yeah, that's a lot of work. Oh, this is huge and heavy. And thanks to its size, it seems to be quite intact. So yeah, there are at least some rollers that are in okay condition. There are some rollers that probably can be fixed, and there are most of the rollers, I guess, are only good to be put on the wall as elements of decor. It's still nice to explore them. An interesting experience. I hope for you as well. I think I wouldn't put burnisher back in the same box, just not to break them after I bought them. So what do you have? What do you have else here? Printing with types. Thanks for the info. I have a few of them, but yet to explore them. Yeah, it's a really fun process, but it demands a lot of patience and attention to fine details. Working with hand tools for gold tooling in bookbinding, but it's a definitely interesting process. And if you well, I wouldn't say master it because it takes a lot of time to master gold tooling, but if you achieve some good results, it can be really fulfilling. So what else do we have on YouTube? That's the burst candles, probably from a gas stove. Yeah, exactly. Burnt handles come from the heated or overheated tools. This happens all the time, or from the flame from the stove. Anyway, I'll have to repair at least some of the handles. We'll see how it goes. Dave Turnbull, it has been a lot of fun. We want to see a couple of more last things. I have a couple of bookish objects to show you, and then I'll end this live stream. Sort of a bonus for you, but I'll have to wash my hands before showing. Yeah, it wouldn't fit. It would fit here, yeah, because my hands are dirty now. Give me a minute, please, to wash my hands, even 30 seconds, and I'll show you the live stream. Our live streams and our podcast, bookbinders, book restorers, and book conservators in most situations and on most occasions do not have to use gloves. They just have to have clean hands to work with even very fragile objects, and even more working with very fragile objects, it's much better to work without gloves, your bare hands, because that way there is much less chance to damage something. So this one, I wanted to ask you a question. I found this binding. It's bound book cloth, or how you call it, leathering. This material when cloth is permeated with some resin or synthetic or something. I think in some it was brand name leathering, but in some languages I don't remember. Once again, I don't remember the English word for it. Anyway, I saw it and I decided that I need to have it. It's a first edition of Lililos. And there are no marks on it, no bookbinders marks. So I don't have any idea. I didn't have any. I didn't find any photos similar to this one, any reference online, anything for this binding. It doesn't look very old. It doesn't look very old, but it's definitely not older than 1931. I think that's the yeah, first published in 1931. So not more than 90 years old, probably 92, but 90, yeah, 92. Anyone? If anyone has any ideas, please tell me. And another one of recent finds. I think it's too much light now. I'll move away the light. So here it is. Vellum binding, political works of Burns, and it's Giulio Giannini binding. He was an Italian binder, and I think it was a very prolific bindery, but I saw at least a couple of bindings from Giannini in a very similar style. So probably it was early 20th century, late 19th century, early 20th century, I think. Or late 19th century. Anyway, just a couple of fun bindings I wanted to share with you, because that's also something I'm always looking for. I think we'll do a separate live stream or whatever about this stuff, because I have some more bindings to show you. And to finalize this live stream, another fun object that I recently found, and I think it's pretty unique. It's I forgot the name. Once again, what's happening to me today? I'm blanking. So yeah, it's a book with different postcards and cutouts and stuff. But unlike many other, this one is the pages are cloth, so it's wholly cloth book. I don't think I ever seen something like that. All others I saw were on paper. I don't know the reason. I don't know who was the owner and creator of this scrapbook. Yeah, I finally remember. I don't know who created this scrapbook, but I thought it was really fun to see it. There is a text on the first page, and that's everything we can really know, which uh, with somebody best love, March 1925. And I'll have to wash my hands once again because it's really dusty. I'll have to clean it at some moment when I have more time for that. So I guess that's that. I hope you liked this format. If you liked it, please leave a comment, and I'll definitely find more bookish objects to share with you. Well, I have a lot of stuff that I didn't show you during the previous months and years, so I have a huge collection of stuff to show you to share with you. But the most important part is not only for me to have fun browsing through these vintage and antique items, but also for you to have fun watching it. So please leave a comment. Check our Patreon account. It is really important that so many people support us and help us to make these live streams and podcasts. And yeah, just check our social accounts, subscribe, share if you can, if social platform allows it. Subscribe to our TikTok, because I really want to get to this 1,000 subscribers on TikTok, so we'll be able to live stream there as well. I think it will be also interesting and fun, and at least I can live stream the same picture as I do it on Instagram, unlike YouTube. So it would be really helpful. Thanks a lot to Darren for all the comments and things he shared with us. Please go subscribe to his channel on YouTube, and see you next time. a couple of last comments, but yeah, we're ending already. Dave Turnbull, it's been a lot of fun. Anything worthwhile is going to take a lot of time and practice. That's about goal tooling. That's definitely all tools equals dirty hands. Yeah, absolutely. And I have allergies, so it's like I've chosen the worst hobby for myself: books and all tools, and I have allergy for on dust and all the nasty mites that live in dust and in dark places. So yeah, it's a good choice for me. Smart, really smart. Fun, educational, great to see Darren here as well. Yeah, thank you, Darren, again. I hope next time you will be able to join us from Darren. Also, thanks for sharing. And yeah, see you next time. Thanks a lot for being with me, and join us next Saturday for our live stream, for the first live stream of the season, for the first live stream with a guest of this of this new season, and we'll talk about some interesting bookbinding tools. Again, new bookbinding tools, not old bookbinding tools. Thank you. Goodbye.